Please go ahead, Vidhu.
Okay, all right. So good morning, everyone. I am Vidhu. I'm a warm welcome to all of you on behalf of Cordis. So I'm from the training department at Cordis, and along with me, I have my colleague Rahisa, who's also part of the training department. We also have Arbab, who's a CTO, and Anthony, who will be the person you will be directly interacting with once we go live. So very warm welcome once again to all of you to the user training session here. So I will start off with a presentation and then we will also give you demonstrations of each of the steps. And please feel free to ask questions at any point of time. So I'm going to share my screen. Please let me know if my screen is visible. So we start off with setting of the agenda. So we will first begin with an introduction of the Pushcord system, the platform on which the application is built. Then we will walk you through the order processing interface, which is once the customer places an order, what happens at the back end, right? How the processes will work at your end, at Asad end. Also the products interface, in which you will be shown how to add different products and the variations of each product. For the same thing, we have two options. We can also do bulk data entry using data forms. So this will be the agenda. We will try to finish half of it today and the rest tomorrow. So just a brief introduction about Pushcord. So the system that we are going to see for order processing and entering product details is built on the VCA Pushcord system, which is a system that aims at business automation and facilitates the different e-com operations by integrating a lot of functions on the same platform. This is a basic walkthrough of what will happen on the app. So once the customer places an order through the website, then immediately a notification will be created for the customer care executive. They will look at the order details and approve the order. Once the customer care official finishes the approval, then immediately a notification will be created for the dispatcher. The dispatcher is a person who will select the shipment type. So while selecting the shipment type, you can opt for our Zamil fleet, or you can opt for RMX, or you can opt for a customer pickup. So this will be done by the dispatcher. Once the dispatcher's task is done, then we will go on to shipment. Shipment again has different modes, right? So if it is an RMX shipment, then you will be sending a request to RMX. If it is a Zamil fleet shipment, then you will be selecting the driver. If you have selected a Zamil fleet shipment, then in the delivery system, the driver will get a notification. He will collect the package, deliver it, and enter the status. And in case the customer has bought an item that has an installation service, a notification will also be sent to the installation team. So it's a very seamless integration of all the different modules. Before we go into the process flow, I would like to introduce you to the Pushcord interface. So the Pushcord interface basically is when you log in into the Pushcord system, you will see the dashboard. On the dashboard, see this, when this is blue, that means this is the screen. So this indicates it is a dashboard. On the dashboard, you will see various processes for creating products. And also, like I mentioned earlier, you can bulk upload using data forms. So this is the interface that you will be seeing on the dashboard. And you can use this mostly for adding products, adding product variations. So there are different options that are available, which we will go through during the demo. Also, every page on the interface has a menu. You can click on the menu and go to the different processes directly. The home page is where you will be able to view as based on your login, right? You will be logging in based on a role assigned to you. So based on your role, when you log in, the homepage will show you the relevant details about all the activity that has happened. You will also have the option to view a task or a notification, and also to resume a task. So you can just go into homepage and then start things. But in most cases, in the assets system, you will actually be focusing on the tasks tab. So in the tasks tab, you will have a listing of all the notifications you have received. And for each notification, you will have a small play or resume button based on which you can start it. If a task has been completed, you can still view all the details here. If a task is aborted, then you will view it here, and similarly delegated and hold tasks. So tasks and dashboard are the two things that you will be interacting with the most. But at the same time, we also have a place called fronts, in which you can see the different employees. We have Cords, in which you can see all the interactions for one order. So this is another place where you can go at any point of time to see all the details that are there for any given order. You can see which are the people who are involved in the order, what are the tasks for this order, what is the status of this order, if there are some actions you want to perform on the order, all of that is available here. Then you have lines, which is where you will go to see the product details. Any product that is added in Asad app, the details of it, what are the different activities or actions that have happened on it, all that will be visible under the lines tab. So now that you have a brief idea of what the different screens are, I would like to request Rahisa to give you a demo. That way, we can have an introduction of each section and a parallel demo. So over to you, Rahisa.
Yeah, hello, good morning all. Let me share my screen. Hope everyone can see my screen.
Yes.
Yes. So in the screen on the top right corner, you can see the option for sign in. We will be providing this login credential to you.
Rahisa at asad.app.
Yes. Yeah, give me a moment. Yes. Once we log in, see the top left corner, you can see the dashboard. Here, when you click on this dashboard, here you can see the, the menu, how you can add the product to the e-com site. When you click on this product group, you can add all the product group. Product group is, basically the product name, all the things that you can add through this product group tab. Then rest of the like how you can add each product, like individual product details, you can add it through this tab. We will discuss all of these things on tomorrow's sessions. Then just below it, you can see home. So here, either like here, home, you can see all the tasks. That right side, you can see view option. When you click on view option, you can just open it, then see what are the things, you have to be, many people will be the part of the transaction. Then when you click on view, what are the process has completed, you can see it here. Then here you see all the employees, like all the people that is a part of the transaction. You can see it here in the front task. Then here in the code, to complete a transaction, we need to do many tasks, right? So all the tasks that is related to a transaction, you can see it here inside the code. Then today we are mainly focusing on this part. This is called task. So each task in a transactions, we can see it here. When you click on all the tasks, you can see all the tasks that, that's a part of a transaction. Then click on in progress. Here you see which task is on progress. So if you want to resume it, here you can see the option for start. Click on this play button, then you can start the process. Okay, then let's go back to taskbar. Then once you have completed the task, here you see the completed, the tab. When you click on completer, here you can see all your completed tasks. Similarly, this is for aborted task. Here for delegated task, this is for whole task. Okay, then click on this line. Here you can see all the lines related to our product. Like here we have created one line. So this is the line, that is going to be like, what is line means that we are going to sell or buy. So all the related lines, we can see it here. So this is the demo. So once again, this just like similar to the camera icon here, this is the dashboard. This is home. This is friend. This is for code. Here you can see all the tasks related to the transaction. Here you can see all your in progress tasks, completed task, aborted, delegated, and whole task. So is it clear how you can go to the different tabs here?
Yeah, but allow me just, I have a couple of questions for the tasks.
Okay.
Since you brought up aborted, what is the refund process?
Yes, sometime we want to stop the process, like someone is ordered a process, then they
Yeah.
want to cancel it. Then we
Yes.
don't need to process it, right? We can just
Yes.
cancel it. That's what we are using aborted one. Then hold means like some cases we want to hold for some time.
Yeah.
So in that cases, we are using this hold. I think in Asad, we are not much using these two things.
Yeah, so I just want
we have
to add on
frequent,
top of it.
yes.
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 Yeah, I just want to add on top of it. The cancellation once you can, as of now, you can simply cancel it in a process, or you can just leave it or put a hold on it. I think in the phase one, we are not integrating the complete reversal of the money back into the customer account.
Yeah.
So we can discuss it further on that. So because that reversal of money in the same bank account is something I'm not sure how you are doing it currently. Is it something which you just process it from?
We are doing we are doing it automatically with our integration with My Fatura.
Okay, so and how about the other payment systems?
Also, all other payment systems, they have the same procedure: Tabi, PostPay, everything. In some rare cases, which is in the case of a direct transaction or cash payment, we transfer it to the customer with wire transfers.
Okay.
But we use the automated one most frequently, especially the My Fatura option.
Okay, and it's a full refund.
It might be a full refund, might be a partial refund. We might subtract shipping expenses. We have multiple conditions for refund, and it has to go through an approval process.
Okay. Okay. So I'll just take a note out of it. We'll look into this as well. Yeah.
Okay, then thank you. I'm handing over to Vitu.
Also, I have some other questions. What is the difference between lines and tasks? What do you mean by lines?
Yeah.
What is the push cord? What is the chords?
Yes. So push. We have been mostly talking in terms of the terminology of the platform, right? Those are more technical terms, but those in simple terms, the lines are anything which you transact, which takes, which generates money. So you can equate it with a line equal to products.
So line
Okay.
is a product.
Okay, and
Yeah.
what we'll do also here is those lines which you see here, we'll just
Yeah.
rename it with products. As you see in the top menu bar, you
Mm-hmm.
have those product. So you will be mostly interacting with these ones. And so the ones which is appearing there as a line, we will just rename it with a product. If you want to rename it with something else, everything is customizable here. We can rename that with the relevant name. Similarly, cards are the ones which you are doing all your orders. Okay, so
So
every
card is an order, huh?
card is an order, plus basically card is combined together all the transactions which you do. So it includes order as well as tracking of all those addition of, let's say you are updating a certain product details. So those trackings will also come there.
So what is the difference between the cord and the task?
Yeah, so the card is basically a summary of everything, what is happening, and task is a part of a card, of that order process in which it goes through multiple people, right? Multiple team members. So when a user log in, let's say as a customer support officer, I log in, right? I'll be only be able to see the task which has come to me for my approval. Okay, but when you go,
is he
yes,
able to view the cards?
yes, he will be also able to view the card, but the only difference between card and task would be that task is a kind of an inbox, like an email, the actions which is due on you. And card is basically a holistic picture, a complete picture of what is happening. So if you go to a card, you will be able to see all the team members. So open any of the card, Vidhu, let's see. Yeah, so the one which is there, yes. So this card, if you open it up, you will see on the top, on the top, you have all the relevant fields, right? You can expand on those. There is a triple dot out there. So all the relevant fields are of that particular order is shown here, right? What is the order number? What was the date and other things, right? And then down below, you will have the members, right? So who are the members who have been working on that? And then you can see all the tasks, not just the task which is assigned to you, but as the task moves on from the customer support person to the shipment, to the dispatcher, to the driver, or to the RMX, all those will be listed here. Now, this one, we are using a development environment for giving a demo. Okay, but if you see the production environment, and if you see the a flow as it is progressing, you will be, as a manager or something, you will be able to see, or the team members will be able to see what time a particular task has been done. And you can further go and click on those footer. You will see that it has got a options like chat, email, right? So those chat options you can use to chat with among the team members. Okay, you can also see the documents which is anchored here. So a card is basically everything whatever is happening on that. So you can do a chat, you can create subgroups with the team members involved in that. You can also upload new documents. You can further email on it. So all those emails will be captured on that particular card. And there are other options also, where you can make a call, you can schedule some calendar event, right? So those we are currently not using it, but over the period of time, we can enable that and we can start using this as well.
Great.
Okay,
And
so this happens.
actions is just part of the task itself, yeah?
Yeah, so the actions can be, for example, you want to cancel it. Right. So so you can go to that card, you can search for a particular customer, and then you can go to that specific card and then go to the actions, and you can have multiple actions we can enable. Cancellation can be one action, right? As of now, we haven't configured any action. So that action can be configured. It can be many more options, right? It can be an option like, customer is asking for, installation service over the phone, right? Or it can be, something like he wants more support service. So those actions can be configured here, and you can just find that code and you can perform that action. And then you will see that there are call stack tab also. You know, what was the, when it was initiated, what are the data which has been filled in by a customer, right? Those data can also be, those forms can be attached here. And then if there are any related things which has happened, right? Now, you know, you can imagine that that order has some related orders, or it has multiple cancellations. So tomorrow, if you want to capture complete trail of it, right, that this order, how things has progressed over a period of time, if a particular cancellation code has happened or some installation service has happened over a period of time, so those can be tracked from here. So all the nesting, you know, all the related ones, related orders will also come here. So as of now, in this example, we don't have. So this is very relevant in terms of.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Arbab, but an order is an order, or a process is a cord. Yeah, a customer over the phone added some additional inquiry. Will it be added on the same cord, or it will be a related cord to it?
That will be a related code, because that code is already in progress. You will instantiate a new code from the actions tab, and that will now be available in the related code.
Related codes. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Arbab. And if there aren't any questions, shall I go ahead?
Yeah, please proceed.
Sure. Okay. So now we are going to look at the order processing interface. So in the order processing interface, like I said, we'd already gone through this once. Now that you are familiar with the interface, we will actually go through a little bit more of the terms that we use on the platform. So we have the customer. Through the website, the customer places the order. When the order is placed, immediately a task is created for customer care. Once customer care approves, then a task is created for the dispatcher. Once the dispatcher selects the shipment type, then the task is created for the users for the shipment role, and they then approve the order and select the delivery mode, and then it goes to delivery and then through installation. So all of these interactions, if you kind of look at this orange line, that is where the cord is. So that signifies the cord where everything related to this order is recorded. And each of these dotted lines that you see, you can consider them as tasks. So each of this is a task that is created for this particular person, right? So this is the main cord on which you will track all this task, and your, you know, if there are any related tasks, we'll again be adding them here. Any related actions will also go here. So let me quickly walk you through the flow for this. So first, when you log in, if you're logging in as a customer, so once the order is processed, the first person who gets the notification is the customer care executive. So the customer care executive will log in, go to his tasks. On the tasks panel, he will have tasks. Since it's always by default in progress, he will have tasks which have to be started or resumed. They can select these tasks. Once a task is selected by the customer care executive, the interface will look like this. In the interface, they will have details about the customer, customer name, order details, order number, order date, the product that has been ordered, the amount that is due, the status of the payment, the billing address, and the shipping address. So the customer care executive is able to verify all of these details. Once it is verified, then this order is approved by the customer care executive. Once the order is approved by the customer care executive, on the website, you will be able, the customer, the end user or the customer will be able to see a progress on his screen. That once we do the demo, we'll be showing that part, how the customer can track any order on the website as actions happen on this interface. So once a customer care executive is done with approving the app order, then immediately a task is created for the dispatcher. When the dispatcher logs in, he will also see his tasks screen. When he sees the tasks, when he or she sees his tasks screen, he will click, they'll click on play or resume, and they will see this screen open up. This screen is very similar to the previous screen. Order details, customer details, item details. The main thing here is for each item, the dispatcher selects the dispatch mode. It can be through Aramex, through Zamel Fleet, or through customer pickup. So the dispatcher, the person with the dispatcher role, when he logs in, he's able to select the dispatch mode based on the items and his own decision. As soon as the dispatch is approved, right? When the dispatcher approves, then a report is generated, an invoice is generated. A copy of this invoice will be mailed to the customer. A copy of this invoice will also be available to the customer on the website. A copy of this invoice will come on the screen for the dispatcher as well. This will be the total invoice with the total price of the shipment, any VAT, all of those details. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now that this is done, let's quickly look at what happens in the shipping process. During the shipping process, the dispatcher, once he has selected any one of these options, if Zamel Fleet is selected, then the next step for the shipment team is to select the driver who will deliver this. Once the driver completes delivery, he will update the delivery status. If the dispatcher selects an Aramex mode of shipment, right, Aramex courier for shipment, then the shipment team needs to schedule the pickup. It needs to fix the time when the shipment will be done. So these are the two flows that we will look at next. Let us start with the Aramex shipment. So in the Aramex shipment, when the dispatcher selects an Aramex shipment, a task is generated for the Aramex team, right? The team that takes care of scheduling the things with Aramex. So when they log in, they will again see a similar screen. All of these are the order details, very similar to the previous screens that you have already seen. But if you are selecting an Aramex shipment, then the important part is to schedule the pickup. That is to fix the time between which Aramex can come and pick up the goods. So you will enter the pickup time, the ready time, the last pickup time, and the closing time. There are a few conditions that we need to meet when you select these times. For example, the pickup time should always be greater than the ready time. The closing time should be greater than ready time. Like I said, this is a little bit of a timing related stuff. And once you actually see the interface and start using it, we have instructions written here. So it will be easy for you. It is basically, you have your pickup time and ready time. You also let them know when it will be closing, right? When your pickup thing will be closing. And these four things, when you click on approve, this gets sent to Aramex. And in return, our system will generate the packing slip. All the shipment team has to do is print out this packing slip, paste it on the package, and be ready when Aramex comes to pick it up. Great. Okay, so the key thing on this screen is to pick up the times. All of the other things have already been verified by customer service and dispatcher. So select the times, click on approve. Within seconds, your packing slip will be ready. Also, an invoice will be generated in case it's only part of the shipment. A separate invoice will be generated that you can send along with the Aramex. Great. Then we also have Zamel Fleet. Now, if the dispatcher decides that this particular item needs to be sent through Zamel Fleet, then the task created for the shipment team will look like this. Here, what they have to do, they have to select the driver. So they just can, the entire screen remains the same. All the order details are still there. Additionally, there is one drop down here where they can click and select the driver. When they select a driver, the driver details are also available here. The phone number and the name of the driver. So they can select the driver here. And then when they click on approve, a notification, or in BCA terminology, a task is generated for the driver. So this is how the driver selection is done. the driver then gets a notification. So if you have two items, as you saw in the previous order, two different drivers may get the notifications. You can select two different drivers. So the
Is
driver.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but
No, not an issue at all. Please go ahead.
is there any form or window for driver application they can sign up, register as a driver without our employees interfering or registering the driver? Can the driver register himself as a driver?
Yes. So everybody gets a separate login, and when the driver logs in, he will only see the task which has been assigned to him or her, right? So they just perform the task, and the task will move from there. Plus, the customer will also have an option on their portal to initiate a call. Okay, so they will have a phone button. I think we'll see in the demo.
Yeah, those are few things we've left for the demo in the the web and the email and the interface in parallel.
Great.
Yeah, so once the task reaches to a customer, reaches to a delivery for a driver, so the number will be enabled. A phone button will be enabled for a customer on the once they log in onto the Asad.app, and they can click there, and if we have the customer phone number, the driver and customer phone will be connected over the mobile, and they can talk, and those details will be logged into the system on that cord. And you can always, for your audit trailing, if you can always go and listen to the conversation they had.
Great.
Okay.
So here we can see they can just update the status of the delivery and their task is done. I believe there is a mobile interface that we could have for this as well. And
yes,
in case,
yes, we are doing that mobile app as well, for especially for a driver. So he doesn't have to log into the web. Yes, they will have a single button, and they will only see all the tasks. So we are working on that as well. So we'll release that once it is ready.
Then we also, and in case the customer has ordered some goods which have an installation associated with it, then a task will be generated for the installation team. They will be able to see the address they are supposed to go to, the product that they are supposed to install. And once the installation is completed, then they can update the status here as well. So as you can see, once a customer places the order, the process just seamlessly goes from one team to the other, and each team finishes their task and passes it on to the next person. And the customer gets updates at every point, whether it is a processing, whether it is dispatch, whether it is delivered. All those updates and the invoices generated are available to the customer, and each team member also gets to know their tasks. And as you can see with the Pushcord interface, they can see all the updates of what status each task is in and everything. So now for a demo, because I know, even though there are slides, a demo is really what gives you a bigger picture. I'll hand it over to Rahisa. Please go ahead, Rahisa.
Yes, Vedu. Yes, so let's start with the order processing system. So as you know, like every e-com site, we can choose the product from here. Then we can just add the product to the cart. So just like here, we can just click on it, then click on add to cart if the product is available. So I have placed few orders. Then let me show you the order. This is the order I placed today. Like we have a few products here. See here, I have one product. Then here I have 4 products. Okay, then let's see how we can manage the order processing system. Like Vidu said, to complete a process, like to complete a order, we have to connect with the different peoples in the organization, like customer care, dispatcher, shipment, driver, then installation. So if you have coming these people together, then only we can complete the order processing part. So how we can go to the first part is, once we place the order, let's go to the customer care part, click on sign in. Then let's sign in as a customer care. Then let's go to the taskbar. Then click on this task. Then in progress. See, these are the in progress tasks for the customer support. Then I'm clicking on this start button. See, this is the play button. I'm clicking on it. This is the order I have placed today. So I can see 4 products. Then customer care people just look on it, then verify the order, then click on complete. So when I'm clicking on complete, it start to process the order. Okay, here they can see the username. This is order number, order date, product name, then how much quantity they have ordered, what is the total price. Then down they can see total amount, what, then how much they have saved on this order, grand total. This is the payment status, how they have done the payment, billing address is there, shipping address is there. So once they have verified all these details, they will be clicking on complete. Then let's go back to this Asad one. This is the order, just refreshing it. So as a user, they can see the what is the status of this their order. Here we can see processing order. Then on top of it, they can see download order summary. When they're clicking on it, they can see the order summary. You can just click on it. So the order summary is get downloaded. Here they can see the order summary. Same time in their mail, I hope you can see the mail part.
Yes.
Yes. So this is the mail they have received, like what are the things they have ordered. This is the order summary they are getting as an attachment.
Okay, great.
Okay. Then next task is going to dispatcher. So let's log in as a dispatcher here.
So important point to note here is that no two persons see each other's task. The person who logs in will see their task only on the task tab.
Yes. So I'm logging as a dispatcher. So go to the taskbar, then click on this in progress one. Click on this start icon. Here, the dispatcher can see the detail. Here, the dispatcher can choose the dispatch mode, like it is shipping through Aramex or Zamil fleet or customer pickup. So what I'm going to do is I'm creating different tasks for it. I'm clicking on Aramex for this national paint OTC one. Then this one is also I'm choosing Aramex. So I'm going to create a task for Aramex. 2 tasks for Aramex. Then this one, let's make it as a Zamil fleet, shipping through Zamil fleet. This one is also, let's make it as shipping to Zamil fleet. So basically what I'm going to do here, I'm creating the task for different tasks for Zamil fleet as well as for the Aramex. Okay. So just let's click on this complete. Once we click on complete, we can see the invoice. See, this is the invoice created for all these products. See, just maximizing it. Here you can see all the product price, discount, total amount, all the things you will be able to see in this report.
Great.
Okay. Then I'm just going to the completed one. See here, they can see what are the tasks they have completed. So see here, you see the I icon. This is just to view the things. What are the things we have completed right now? Click on it. See, this is the task we have right now. We have completed. So what is the dispatch mode we have chosen for national paint? Which one we have chosen for foam roller? So everything we can see it here. Okay, then we have made 2 things, that is through Aramex, and 2 products we are shipping through Zamil fleet. So first let's log out. Then let's go back to Azad, then see the status. See, this is dispatched. Here in the website, we can see the progress.
Great, great.
Yeah. Similar way, we can, if you want to download it, we can download the invoice here, or you can check the mail. The same thing will be coming to the mail. This is the mail regarding the dispatching thing.
Okay, so customer will be notified on every step.
Yes, exactly. Then let's log in as an RMX.
So just a minor update here. You can change it to notify a customer on every step, or I think as of now it is at a order part and at the invoice part.
Okay. But we can add this feature later, just like the shipping companies.
Yes, it's a very minor change. We can just collectively see what all things we need and we can configure them.
Okay.
Yes. So I have logged as a RMX, then clicking on this task. So we can see the task that is assigned to RMX people. Then click on this start. So we here they can see the user ID, invoice number, even order date. Then these are the few things they need to take care of. Like here we have written the hint. Pickup time should be greater than 4:30 p.m. IST, Indian Standard Time. So like 11 a.m. GMT. Then I'm clicking on it, choosing a time.
And
That
while we
is,
go live, we will change it to the KSA. As of
yes.
now, since we have been testing a lot with our QA QC team, so that's why we are putting as IST. We'll change it to Riyadh time.
Yeah. So just click on this calendar icon, then choose the date. Then this is for, the reducing the time. This is for increasing the time. This is for increasing the minute. So just click on it, then choose AM or PM. Then just click on this tick mark. Then we can see the time. Then similarly, let's do it here. Then click on this tick mark. Then here it should be less than 9 p.m. IST. Yeah, that's fine. Yes. Then click on complete. So here we have shipped only 2 products to the RMX. That is why we can see only 2 products here. Then invoice related to these 2 products will be showing here. This is the invoice that is related to 2 products that we are shipping through the RMX. Here we can see the product discounted, all the information, then what a VAT, payable amount, everything is here. Then similarly, these data are available, like these invoices available in the mail also. Let's go see, this is the mail that is related to RMX shipping.
Yeah, so this basically the important point here again to note is that this is a split invoice feature. In case you have certain parts, certain order parts, or which you are shipping in a in a gap of 2-3 days,
Yeah.
so you can split the invoice as and when it is getting shipped.
Great.
Yes. Then yes. Then let's go here in the code. Here we can see this customer order. Then down you can see DMS option. Just click on this DMS. Here we can see RMX shipment label. This label basically we are putting on the box of the product. Then right side you can see 3 dots. Then when you click on 3 dots, here you can see preview option. Click on this preview.
I think it's downloaded down. See, the last one in downloads has it. Yeah, you can just click on that.
Yeah. Yes. This is the shipping label that we can, paste on the box. Okay. Then RMX part is done. Then let's move to the XAML fleet. Yes, so we have assigned 2 tasks to XAML fleet. So let's go to the task.
Yeah.
Then again, this is the task. Click on this start icon. Here we can see the 2 products that we have, shipping through the XAML fleet. Then here in the shipment part, they can choose the driver. Here we have assigned only one driver. So I'm clicking on this driver. So the driver information is displaying here. Similarly, either we can choose different driver or we can choose the same driver. So how it is working is these 2 shipping things will be creating as a different task for the driver. So for this driver, we can see this is a different task. This is another task. Okay. Then all other informations are there. Then click on complete. Here again, we are splitting the invoice. Here you can see the invoice for only those 2 products. Then
like a
let's
delivery note.
Sorry.
It's like it acts like a delivery note or a delivery
Yes.
document. Yeah.
Yes. So let's click on this progress. Now there is no task here in the here for the shipment, so we cannot see any task. Similarly, if you want to see the completed task, click on completer. Here you can see all the completed tasks for the shipment part department. Then next part is, let's see, the task is going to the driver.
Raisa, I think that call button might have enabled on the customer order. So could you show that one also?
Here, yes.
Only for those products which we have shipped through XAML fleet.
Yeah, XAML fleet. This one is for, dispatching. This is for out for delivery. Now it is showing this is out for delivery. Even we have explained, we can you download all the invoice and, order summary details from the user account also.
There is a call button below. You could call, and I think I could get the mail, a call also ring.
Yes,
Yes.
this is the one.
Yes, you could click on that.
So basically, this call is, we can postpone it for phase 1. We have been testing a lot with the India numbers. If you want to integrate, right, for a customer with the Saudi numbers, we can set it up there as well. And for a customer, this call now, once it reaches, it will be enabled. And once he calls, it connect, provided the mobile number of the driver is there in the system and the customer number is also there, then this call now will basically make a call and it will connect both the person, right, the customer and the driver, and they can make a conversation. And as I just said that, those calls will be available. So you won't be able to listen to it because none of the numbers are configured on your numbers as of now. So these are all India numbers as of now. So we can, but yes, I mean, if you have any cards where the call has happened, we can, possibly show it that the conversation was out there.
And also we can
Yes.
record it, yeah?
Yes, it will be all
Yes.
recorded. You see, remember that footer option?
Yes.
Yes, in the
Yes.
footer, there is a call button. Yes, so in this call button, if you click on that, it will open up just like a document management system DMS it has opened. If the call would be there, it will list here and you can just play it to listen to it.
What about calls received to our customer care employees? Can we also record that?
Yes, if you want to, yeah. So I'm not sure how you, what system you are using it for making phone calls.
We're
But
using
yes,
regular SIM cards, no fancy systems
SIM
until
cards,
now.
is it? Okay,
Yeah.
those SIM cards, yeah. So those SIM cards, that also we can record. You will have to replace that whole calling feature with the with our VCA calling feature. The number, everything remains same, and those data will start flowing in here. You can also construct the IVRs, from VCA.
Great.
If you want to construct the interactive voice response and from there a customer clicks on it, so those will also be recorded here. If you want that to be configured, we can take care of that as well.
Okay, we'll discuss about it later.
Yes, we'll discuss it.
One more thing, have any option to chat between customer and order management team from his profile?
Yes, we can enable that. That feature is there. We haven't enabled it, but yes, we can enable that as well.
Okay.
So
also,
we
can track, sorry to interrupt you. We can also track response times, yeah? We can get a report
yes,
of
the typical chat, how it will look like is I will, while you are progressing on this demo, I'll just open up one of the chat. So it will just appear like the chat, with the timelines when they have seen it, just like a WhatsApp, right? When you chat, you will be able to see when they have seen that chat, when they have responded it. So all those regular chat as any chat platform offers. But
what
the good part here
tasks?
will be that.
What about the task? Can we track task statuses? Is it seen by the user? When did he start action?
Yeah. So yes. So now go to the click on that task tab. We'll just open it up. The card which you have just finished. No, go to the cards tab, Rahisa. So open one of any of the yes. Cancel that pop-up window. Yes. So now go to the tasks tab. Task tab. Yes. Here. See that these are the tasks which has been done by each of the team members.
Yes.
If you put a picture, it will be available, plus all the relevant fields which you want to see there, you will be able to see along with the timings of that.
That's great. Okay. And we can also automate alarms and warnings.
Of course. Yeah. So if you want to, on a certain condition, you want to make an automated call on a phone number, right? Or you want to just send an email or a WhatsApp. Those things can also be configured. Okay.
Yeah. So next, let's log in as a driver. Basically, this will be the mobile application. Let's go to the task. Here we have assigned 2 tasks for the same driver. So this is task 1. This is another task, task 2. Click on start. Here we can see the product, then quantity, then unit price. Here we can see the status. Like if it is delivered successfully, we can just click on delivered. Otherwise, let's driver can update based on the situation, like delivery attempted, address not found, or item returned back. Then let's click on delivered, then click on completed. So one task is completed. That task, we can see it here in the completed task. So if the user is chosen for any installation service, so they can go to the installation part. Now we don't have any installation service for this product, but we have ordered. So in that case, they have to go to the sign in option, then installation service. Yes. Yeah. Now we don't have any task that is assigned to the installation service person. If it is there, they can click on the start, the start button. Then they have the different option like installations completed, or it's partially completed, or someone is not at home, they can just not complete it. Whatever status, they can just update it.
Perfect.
Then let's see the part here in the Asad. Now we have delivered one product. Yes, this product we have delivered, so we can see it on the site, Asad website.
Perfect.
Yeah, this is how the complete order processing is complete. The working. So, do you have any questions?
I have just one simple question. For the customer care approval, we have discussed, me and Arbab, before that this role is it's just a QA step to check for inventory status. Is this product available in inventory or not? So how can the customer care adjust the order? Let's say that a customer ordered 10 water tanks and only available are 9 in inventory. How can the customer care adjust the invoice or adjust the order?
Okay, so as of now, we are not giving to adjust the order. So are you, so as of now, he's approving it, right? So so if you want to you know, decrease the quantity of it,
Yes.
so you can manage it, right? So you okay, so I think that we need to manage it. So I thought either you will completely ignore that order or you will approve that order. So if you want to adjust, then we can do that as well. So
Should be
adjust the
flexible
quantity, right?
sometimes. Yeah, sometimes customer orders something, then calls to double check did he order the right thing or not. Yani there are multiple cases we have to be flexible in this
Okay,
step.
okay, okay. So in that case, if he has ordered the wrong one, then you will find and add the right one as well.
Right. Yeah. Is it?
Okay.
Yeah. There is an option for replace. There is an option for addition or decrease in quantities. Also, there is, yeah, addition will be. Yeah. These are the three cases: replace, addition, or subtraction of order, or total cancellation or refund.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
So in the mail, we can see all the thing like it's delivered or not delivered. So depends on each task the user is getting mail related to the task process. So this is the mail. Yes.
This is user's email or
Yes.
customer's email.
This is customer email.
Okay.
Okay. Then. Thank you. I'm handing over to Vitu.
Thank you so much.
So I think we are running out of time. Is it okay if we continue for another 10 minutes and the rest we can do tomorrow, or do we hard stop?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine? Okay, all right. Thank you so much. We were discussing about the chat interface. So the chat interface looks like this. You can see it's pretty much a regular messaging interface that we have with timestamps and everything.
Great.
I just wanted to give you a snapshot of that. Okay, so what we have done so far is build up on the ordering process. That is from the Asad website, from the Asad app, we are actually taking the products out. Now we are going to the part where we put products into the Asad website, right? So that the products are available, everything that we have in inventory, everything that we stock. How is it possible to put it onto the website so our customers can use it? So this is the part that we call the products interface. So very similar to the Asad app that we have currently, we have different categories, then we have different subcategories. So on the Asad app, we're going to pick up just water tank. So the main category is water solution and building material. Under water solutions, we have water tanks. So now what we are going to do is we're going to kind of walk you through the process of how to add a new product. The product that we are going to be adding is a water tank. So of course, you guys are a lot more familiar with the products than I am. So please forgive any mistakes on my end.
We're flexible.
So you have the water tank. Under water tank, I believe you have different variations of water tanks from different brands. So these we will classify currently on the interface. We call it as product groups. Like Arbab mentioned earlier, it is very customizable. Any naming change that you want, we should be able to accommodate. So currently under water tank, we have different water tanks like the Al Muhadeb vertical water tank, the horizontal water tank, and you also have the cool shower. Now, if we look at the vertical water tank again has different variations, which we currently call as products. You have the blow 1500, the blow 3000, the rotation 1500. These are different versions of the vertical water tank. Similarly, the horizontal water tank also has different versions. But if we look at the shower tank fan cool shower, this has no variations. So some product groups will have variations, some will have no variations, and some will have 2 or 3 variations. So the main product currently the terminology calls it as product group, and each individual item that we sell is called as a product. So we have different forms, one set of forms to control all the specifications for product groups, and another set of forms to control all the specifications for each product. So now this icon that you see actually represents the dashboard. Once you go on the dashboard, you will have a product group. Under product group, you will have these kind of icons. These are actually called as processes within our terminology, but basically these are runnable things. You can see the play button. So if you click on update product group, you will get a form like this. And in this, you can add multiple product groups. For example, you can add the vertical water tank, you can add the horizontal water tank, you can add their main category, and then you can add the product itself. As you click on add, this interface will keep adding rows and you can add multiple product groups. All you have to specify is the name of the product group and the category they belong to. So once you have this, all these product groups are now added into your data. Similarly, once you have added a product group, then to that product group, you can add multiple products. So here we have selected the horizontal water tank, and the moment we select any item, you can see all the existing items that are there here, and then you can add new variations. So that way you don't end up with duplicates, like you don't end up adding something that you already have. The moment you select it, you are able to see all the existing products and you can add any of the new products. So now you have the basic title of the product group, and then you have added the variations as well. Once these 2 steps are completed, then you can go and update the details of the product group. That is, what properties or features are common for all the horizontal water tanks, right? So some of the things are common for all horizontal water tanks. So all those features you will be updating in a form. So for that, you will go to the form, the process that is called as update product group details. You will select the product group that you want here. You will get the details. So you can, this will be, if it's a new product group, then it will be a blank form. Of course, a blank form, we didn't like, this would be more helpful. But if it is a new product group, you will get a completely blank form. If it is an existing product group, you will have all the details here and you can change everything. This starts with a long description of the product, whether the product is a banner product, a feature product, what are the different specifications of the product. This section is what will come under the additional information. This is where you can add banner images, remove banner images. Then you can, change the product description, the specifications for this product, what are the different variations are there. For example, there are different colors, there are different sizes, there is different capacity. All of that will be added here. So update product group is the form that you will use to select all the common characteristics, right? For that particular product group. Once you have done that, then each of these has a specific product. Now, if it is below 1500, making style will be below, its capacity will be 1500, it might have some extra features, its pictures will be different. So those you will be able to update using the update product group process here. Once you click on it, this screen opens up. On this screen, you will be able to enter the product, and then once you confirm the product selection, once again a screen is presented. If it is a new product, the screen will be completely empty. I mean, the name will be there, these 3 things will be there, but all of these things will be empty. You will be able to configure how the product gets displayed on the final screen. So
we can't do that step from the product group.
Yeah, from the product group, we can do for the product group.
And I mean, from the product group, can we update the product itself
No,
without
for
going
that,
back
yeah, right now
Okay.
currently it has a separate process.
Yeah, that will actually complicate too many things.
Yeah.
The button is out there on the same one. You see that get product details and other things. But if you dump everything all in one single form, there are chances that it will clutter up. So we just separated it out into 2 screens.
Yeah, because already the screen is pretty big. Product details, we've there is a lot for product group. So adding products at the same place is not what we have currently in the works. We have it as 2 separate screens.
And each variation, if you see, will have its own SKU codes, right? And its own prices. So doing it from the group, and then you will add more chances of error. So group is just like a variation product. You do at a common things, which is common for all the variations. And then you go to a specific ones and you configure each of them and update them. And it reflects immediately on the website.
Can you please check the WooCommerce process for updating products? I think it will be if we can manage to mimic that, it will be much easier. Because if we will be updating each variation by itself, I think this will create the
no, we have okay, so don't worry about that. We have another screens. This is if you want to handle one at a time. Then we have another interfaces which will go through that in the presentation coming up, where you can do a bulk one, and that's a very simple Excel kind of a thing.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, so here, if you do it once, update the product group once, it is available for all products. But we also have a bulk data update, which we'll be covering tomorrow. The reason we quickly wanted to go through these forms was because we also have logins for the Asad team, and they can kind of work on the dev environment a little bit and familiarize. So when you come back tomorrow, if you have any questions, it will be ready for them. So we'll just give a quick walkthrough of the forms. We will not fill up all the forms because I know you guys might be short on time. We really did overshoot the time. And then we'll pass on the logins and the URL to you. You can try logging in and working through it quickly, just a little bit. So in case you have some questions regarding the interface, you can always get back to us tomorrow. So Rahisa, do you want to do would you like to go ahead and show
Yes, please go ahead.
All right, I'll just stop it.
So we will just have a quick overview here, and then we'll break, and then we'll continue at the same time. So we'll go dive deeper tomorrow, as change the product and see how things are reflecting.
So shall we pass on the login stuff right now?
Yeah, we can send it over to the email. We can email. So, so the way we have planned here, Mr. Abdullah, is that we will be sharing the details, and you can try, all the team members at your end can play around with that. Okay, and ask us any questions rather than playing in the production environment. So this is a dev environment. You can break it. We will still fix it, right? So don't worry about it. Play around with that and come back with the questions. Tomorrow when we meet, we'll go through the data forms and the process of updating the product groups and individual products. Okay.
I'm looking forward for the demo version.
Okay.
Yes.
You will be sharing the emails, the credentials now?
Yeah, we can share them. Raisa, you can just pass it in the chat here.
Yeah, sure.
So
And
there's a Zoom
URL
chat
as well.
and then we will also send you an email. On the Zoom chat, we are passing it on.
Perfect.
Arbab, should we are we going to do the demo now, or
we can do it tomorrow.
A quick overview,
yes. Yeah, if you want to have a quick overview, yes, please. I think that will solve a bit of a questions, which Mr. Abdullah has, especially from the data forms perspective. So we can show them, very top level things.
Okay, all right. Raisa, shall I go ahead and share my screen?
Yes, Vedu. I have shared the login credential through chat.
Okay. All right. This is where you log in the dev environment. The URL and the login credentials will also share through email. And as you can see, this is the dashboard. So click on dashboard, product group. When you click here, you can create a new product group. You can select a category, add. So like we said, this is a production and dev environment. Please feel free to play around. Go ahead, add it. You click on start. This particular product gets added. Once the product is added, you can go here, go to products. So this is product group. The first one and the last one is what is the ones that we would like you to explore. And then you go to single product, you click here, you search for bulb 1. So this is the product we added just now. I'm just going to run through it real quick. We will give you more, more insights tomorrow. Bulb 1, then I've just said bulb 1 green here. Click on add product. The new product is added now. Then we go to the dashboard. Now you have product and product group and product is added. Now you can just open up this, select the product group. That was bulb 1. Click here, get product details. Like I said, you have an empty canvas. I know you guys have a lot of products in your inventory. Feel free to go ahead, enter the data here, play around. You can add pictures. So you just click here, you can add the pictures. You can add the product description here, specifications here. And best what we feel is once you've seen these screens, it is always better that you try to go through it. And then come back to us with questions. And tomorrow we'll give a full-fledged demo. Also, there's a little bit of shortage of time. And then you can go here. Again, you can say bulb 1. You can go to green, confirm product selection, add in the different details. So please feel free to pick up products from your inventory, play around a bit. If you have any questions, you all have our email ID, which we sent out with the invites. Reach out to us through email and we'll be happy to solve. Thank you for being so patient and listening to us.
We can extend our time tomorrow. And I don't know why I have restricted this in an hour. But I think we can extend our time tomorrow if it is
sure.
for you.
Yeah, sure. So tomorrow, because once you look at the screens and then we show the demo, it's a lot more helpful in the learning process. It's much faster.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Thank you so much. If anyone has anything to add, otherwise I think we'll close for today.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and feel free to ask any questions over the email. We'll be there.
Our emails are all available. Mine and Rahisa's emails are there in the invites. So please feel free to ask.
Just may I to clear something? The credentials you have sent are all the same role or?
Yeah, they're only for adding products, not for the customer processing, because that is currently functional on the production environment.
Okay.
But and that is a little more straightforward, and we can walk you through it once more in the production environment. This is in the development environment.
Okay.
And for the flow of that order processing, we can share the credentials of production also. What we are planning is if we are looking for top 20 products which you are selling. The top 20 fast moving items, and then we'll be changing the the prices of it to 1 Saudi Riyal, and then we'll collectively do that with your team. We'll collectively do some 25 to 50 transactions from the site, and then you guys handle it, right? From after this training, if you are comfortable, then we hand it over to you and you handle the complete 25 to 50 orders, and then we see all the transactions are going fine or not.
Perfect.
And then after that, Can
you please share the order processing credentials with me, please?
Sure.
Okay, sure. I'll do that in email.
Both the e-commerce credentials and the back-end management.
Okay, yeah. We'll do that. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.